start with a surprising fact about the rarity of the 1989 USA 5-cent coin, such as its low mintage, or unique features that could make it valuable. Introduce the 1989 USA 5-1 coin and its significance in coin collecting, setting the stage for why viewers should care about its potential value. Discuss the common misconceptions about the value of older coins and the challenges collectors face in determining what makes a coin rare or valuable. Explore the features of the 1989 USA 5-cent coin, including its design, mint marks, and any known variations that collectors should be aware of. Reveal the current market value of this coin and any auction results or sales that highlight its worth, creating excitement around the potential for profit. Summarize the key points discussed regarding the rarity and value of the 1989 USA 5-cent coin, reinforcing its significance in the coin collecting community. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. coinage, specifically the 1989 Jefferson nickel. If you're a coin collector, you probably already know how interesting these little pieces of history can be, so whether you found one in your pocket change or you're considering adding it to your collection, let's take a closer look at the value and history of the 19,895-cent coin. First, let's talk about the design. The 1989 Jefferson nickel features the familiar design of President Thomas Jefferson. On the obverse, you'll find a portrait of Jefferson created by the renowned artist Felix Schlag. This has been the standard design for the nickel since 1938. With some minor modifications over the years, of course. You'll also notice the year 1989, which marks the specific issue of this coin, moving to the reverse side. The design shows Monticello, the famous home of President Jefferson in Virginia, which has been featured on the reverse of the Jefferson nickel since 1938. This iconic structure is a symbol of Jefferson's architectural vision and his legacy in American history. Now that we've covered the design, let's discuss the value of the 1989 Jefferson nickel. If you're wondering how much this coin is worth, it depends on its condition and whether it's been circulated or not. Let's break it down. If you've got a regular circulated 1989 nickel, it's worth about 5 cents. The face value of the coin. These coins are very common, so they're not worth much more than what you'd expect to pay for them in regular circulation. But if you happen to find a 1989 nickel in uncirculated condition, meaning it hasn't been used much and still looks brand new, its value could be a little higher. In uncirculated condition, a 1989 nickel can be worth between 25 cents to $1, depending on how pristine it is. Now, if you've got one of these rare gems in proof condition, that's a whole different ballgame. Proof coins are specially minted and are usually produced for collectors. A proof 1989 nickel can sell for anywhere from $1.50 to $3.00, depending on demand and the state of the coin. So, while the 1989 Jefferson nickel may not be worth a fortune, it's still a nice coin to add to your collection, especially if you find one in exceptional condition. Coins like this offer a glimpse into U.S. history, and they're a great way to connect with the past. Did you know that the Jefferson nickel was originally introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, which had been in circulation since 1913? The coin has seen several design changes over the years, but the core design, featuring Jefferson on the obverse and Monticello on the reverse, has remained remarkably consistent. Another cool fact is that the 1989 nickel was minted at all three U.S. Mint: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. So if you're a collector, you might want to check your coins for mint marks, which will tell you where they were made. And finally, as a collector, you might also be interested in knowing that the 1989 nickel was part of the regular annual circulation, so it didn't have any special commemorative status like some other years. Still, it's an important piece of numismatic history. The 1989 Jefferson nickel is a part of the Jefferson nickel series, which has a rich history dating back to its introduction in 1938. Here's a deeper look at the history of the coin and the significance of its design, including the 1989 issue. The Jefferson nickel replaced the Buffalo nickel, which had been in circulation since 1913. The design of the buffalo nickel, though iconic, was prone to wear and tear due to its relief design, making it difficult to strike consistently. The U.S. Mint decided it was time for a change, leading to the creation of the Jefferson nickel, the obverse front of the Jefferson nickel to a clad composition of copper and nickel, which remains to this day. The 1989 Jefferson nickel still carries the same basic design that was first introduced in 1938 with Thomas Jefferson's portrait on the front and Monticello on the reverse. Over the years, the design has been refined, but the overall look has remained quite similar, making the 1989 issue a classic example of this long-standing design. The 1989 Jefferson nickel was minted at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. The mint mark found on the reverse side indicates where the coin was minted for regular circulation. Most 1989 nickels were struck at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, while San Francisco struck proof coins for collectors. The 1989 nickel is part of the long history of Jefferson nickels, and while it doesn't carry a specific commemorative significance, it represents a time when the design had become firmly entrenched in American coinage. By 1989, the design of the nickel was a familiar and beloved image in everyday life, and its continuity symbolized the stability and heritage of U.S. coinage. The Jefferson nickel, especially in its 1989 form, holds a place in American numismatics and cultural history as a symbol of the country's evolution. While the design was largely unchanged from earlier years, each new minting year brought a fresh perspective on the coin's history and value. In 2004, the U.S. Mint introduced a new series of Jefferson nickels to celebrate the bicentennial of the Louisiana Purchase. Thanks for watching my videos, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and press the bell icon.